Toby and Alex are the creators behind the German channel Unknown Worlds. Their content doesn't just focus on ruins and decay, it documents moments where curiosity crosses into real risk. Over the years, they've stepped into locations that felt wrong the moment the camera turned on. But out of everything they've explored, this particular visit would later stand apart. What happened that day would become one of the most unsettling experiences they had ever recorded.
So, wir sind heute unterwegs zu einem neuen Lost Place, den wir zufällig über Google Maps gefunden haben. Deswegen gehen wir davon aus, dass er noch gut erhalten sein sollte, noch nicht so viele Leute da waren. Wir haben wenig bis keine Informationen über diesen Ort. Das heißt, wir wissen nicht, wie sieht's mit Security aus, wie sieht es mit Umzäunung aus, wie gefährlich ist dieser Lost Place. Das ist natürlich auch immer ein Aspekt, den man beachten muss. Und ja, wir sind jetzt ungefähr noch so 15 Minuten müssten wir entfernt sein. Haben ihn ja, wie gesagt, einfach nur zufällig entdeckt, indem wir mal bei Google Maps wieder mit der Satellitenansicht uns so ein bisschen unser geliebtes Land Brandenburg angeguckt haben. Und dann sind uns diese komischen Häuser mitten im Wald aufgefallen, wo wir dachten, okay, das muss ein Lost Place sein oder es ist, keine Ahnung, eine Geheimstation der NSA oder irgendwie so ein Scheiß.
They entered the location knowing almost nothing. No layout, no security details, no warning signs. The hope was simple, an untouched site, left behind and forgotten. What awaited them was far worse. The building sat alone, weathered and rotting, exactly what you'd expect from something abandoned for years. Inside, the floors creaked, the walls peeled, and silence filled every corner. After exploring above, they headed down into a former cellar. At first, it felt normal, manageable, but then it hit them. They weren't alone anymore.
Raus, schnell raus hier. Raus.
Moving farther inside, the clues begin to appear. Empty bottles, scattered blankets, clear proof that the place wasn't as empty as it looked. Maybe someone had been staying there. But moments later, whatever happened, Toby and Alex wasn't ready for that. Out of nowhere, someone attacked them. Panic sets in. Alex made it out, but Toby was still trapped inside. The moment Alex reached outside, he called for help.
Ich bin nicht verletzt, ich bin gar nicht verletzt, ich konnte direkt abhauen, aber wie gesagt, mein Kumpel ist ja noch drin. Sie müssen schnell Polizei und Krankenwagen. Ich weiß nicht, was da jetzt noch passiert ist, keine Ahnung. Ich war direkt draußen und es war in der Baracke drin. Okay, ja, ich komme da vorne zur Straße, dann zeige ich das.
The weight was unbearable. Alex stayed outside, knowing Toby was alone inside with someone who had already attacked. Time stretched painfully as fear set in. This wasn't a close call anymore. It was serious. When Toby finally made it out, he was injured. The wounds hinted that the attacker may have used a knife. most disturbing part is the sudden shift. Moments ago, they were laughing, enjoying the exploration, but the next moment, everything collapsed. Separated, wounded, deeply shaken, and disturbing experience that proves how fast curiosity can turn into survival. During August of 2025, Jamie, the face behind the YouTube channel Mr. Airborne, shared footage from a dangerous exploration. His videos are known for pushing boundaries, often involving silent entries into restricted or long-abandoned locations across Europe. In this upload, he targeted a neglected leisure center believed to be somewhere within the UK. Rather than rushing inside, Jamie spent time moving around the building, checking doors and watching closely for any signs of authority presence. The area appeared quiet, but several vans caught his attention, parked directly outside the building beside a door. Instead of rushing in, he carefully moved past the vehicles, staying low and alert as he approached the building. But something didn't sit right, so he paused, listened, and convinced that he wasn't alone.
There they are up there. See them all? They're all up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thing is, if I sneak in now, how the f am I getting back out? I think they're coming down them stairs.
Even after noticing people inside and hearing them talk, Jamie pressed forward. He carefully approached a stairwell that sat directly under the area where he last saw the group. At this stage, he believed they were likely staff members or private security. To avoid crossing paths, he moved upward, intentionally distancing himself from their last known position. For the next 10 minutes, he quietly explored the upper floors, remaining unseen and oddly calm. Feeling secure enough, he exited that section and began moving toward another part of the building. That path eventually led him to the locker rooms, where things took another turn.
Wait. Oh shit. They're there. They're all there. Just through there. Oh no.
Sudden heavy voices or sounds echoed from the floor below, forcing Jamie to freeze and stay perfectly silent. From his hiding place, he heard movement come and go, and for a moment, it seemed like the group had left the building entirely. Each time he tried to move, the noise returned without warning, locking him in place with nowhere to go.
Ale to idzie tu obok. No. Otwarłem! Tutaj, ale idziesz przez te drzwi na gach. To tam po lewej stronie, nie? Kurwa, te drzwi są. Te byś musiał odkręcić.
Ale to nie jest na tej wysokości.
To jest na... Tak, ale to jest wyżej, a u niego...
Młody skaza! Borys!
Jamie remained hidden in that narrow space for almost 15 minutes, while the sounds around him grew closer instead of fading. Eventually, the noise began to thin out, leaving behind a tense silence that suggested the others had moved on. He moved fast, climbing the closest ladder and pushing toward the roof, desperate to look for an exit from the building. But guess what? He wasn't lucky enough to leave safely.
Now I've got to try and figure out how to get off the roof, and I couldn't figure a way up, so I don't know how I'm going to figure a way down. I've just come to check if there's an easier way out, because that's right next to their vans. If they've got someone now at the back door, because they know I'm here, and as I'm climbing down clocks me, you could hear they'd picked up metal poles. I don't know what they're doing in there, and I don't care. I just want to get the fuck off of this roof. Fuck, they're coming out. Fuck, I can't climb down now. There is someone there. Well, there's two of them there now. It's a waiting game. I'm gonna have to sit and wait. Where are you? How do I get there? Yo, up here, up here. I take photos exploring abandoned places.
Yeah, you better get down.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Back.
How did you get up?
I just climbed up the side here. Fuck. This is gonna go one or two ways. I'm gonna swap my SD card or take it out. Wish me luck. Alright. Oh, look.
The moment he reached the roof, the group caught him and asked him to climb back down immediately. Later, Jamie explained that they brought a ladder up to the roof to get him down. As soon as he reached the ground, they closed in with a few gripping crowbars and taunting him. Their tone turned hostile as they threatened to report him to the council and involve the police. He realized the situation was escalating, Jamie explained himself briefly, and walked straight toward his vehicle. But somehow they allowed him to leave without following, and he escaped the situation shaken but unharmed. They let him walk away. But why? And what motive did they have that was never revealed? Fearless YouTuber Chris, the face behind the channel Urbex Hill, is no stranger to dark locations around Cleveland, Ohio. Some explorations fade without incident. This one didn't. What began as a routine night quickly became one of the most dangerous situations Chris had ever captured on camera. Moments after entering the prison, a disturbing noise echoed through the building, a warning he couldn't ignore. Someone else was inside.
It's really creepy just sitting in here alone like this.
I think they left. I don't hear any noise. They must have been like contractors or something. It sounded like they were using power tools.
I don't know what those are. Look, one of the flashlights is still on.
Nearly an hour passed before the noises faded. Assuming the threat had passed, Chris moved forward, checking each room, each cell. The place felt suffocating. Every footstep echoed down endless hallways, the silence pierced by a single buzzing light. But as he moved further inside, the danger resurfaced. Noises began rising not far away, and when he finally realized what was there, the situation was undeniable. Police presence was confirmed inside the prison, along with trained dogs. Fear hit instantly. Chris bolted, knowing there would be no second chance if he was caught. With dogs barking and officers moving closer, the fear was unlike anything he'd experienced. He rushed back the way he came, only to find the entry point sealed shut, making sense of the noises he had heard moments before. Out of options, he spotted a rear exit and escaped into the woods, but it wasn't enough. Flashing lights pierced the night. They had located him. The recording ends there. Chris never explained what happened next. Whether he was arrested or forced to stay silent remains a mystery. But one thing is undeniable: this exploration ended in disaster. This following footage shows a man named Bogdan Riva, who runs the YouTube channel The Lost World, entering an abandoned building with cracked walls and shattered windows. He explored alone with camera in hand, slipping inside through the left doorway, room by room. Empty apartments, broken glass underfoot, abandoned items, and fresh footprints pressed into the dust. Someone had been there not long ago. He climbed to the top floor, searched every space, then moved toward the second entrance. That's when unfamiliar sounds began to echo.
Но это просто крыша играет. Это звуки, это просто играет крыша. Кажется, оттуда я сверху слышал какие-то звуки.
Another presence was moving through the building. Moments later, the situation turned unsettling.
Кто здесь? Кто здесь? Кто? Вы живете, что ли, здесь? Не, вы меня не бойтесь, я не причиню вам вред.
Я только снимать не надо, ладно?
Почему?
Не надо.
Почему не надо?
Зачем?
У меня свой канал в интернете, на ютубе.
Может, у нас ты приходил? Спрашивал.
Нет, нет, не я. Вы здесь живете, что ли?
Временно, да.
Бездомные?
Нет.
А почему живете здесь?
Ну, некоторые трудности есть семейные.
Все, понял. Я могу вам чем-нибудь помочь?
Если есть сигаретка, дай, пожалуйста.
Сейчас дам. Секунду. Забирай полностью пачку. Там вроде 2 штучек только не хватает. Не замерзли здесь?
Нет, печка тут.
А сколько у вас?
3.
3? Все, понял, ты весь дрожишь прям.
Ну, я после больницы, сука.
А что случилось? Почему после больницы?
У меня операция была, ногу пальцы обрезали. Сзади. От мороза
Все, понял.
ампутировали.
А можно посмотреть, как у вас там? Просто так, ради интереса.
Тут не снимают, тут они ругаться будут.
Ругаться будут?
Конечно.
Почему?
Ну, они спят уже. Они даже не знают об этом.
Ну, более-менее тепло. Печка просто согревает, да?
Then a door along the stairwell opened, and a homeless man appeared in the frame. He looked startled at first, then relaxed, asking Explorer for a cigarette. He gave him one and took a careful look around the building. Soon after, he left, drove to a local shop, and returned with supplies: bread, cookies, meals, and tea. He handed everything over quietly. No words exchanged, no questions asked, just an act of kindness. That moment revealed something important. Abandoned locations aren't always filled with threats or chaos. Sometimes they shelter real lives that the world has chosen to ignore. The Urban Collective is a YouTube channel run by an explorer known for venturing alone into places most people avoid. His content takes viewers deep into abandoned homes and ruined structures, revealing what remains after people disappear. But one exploration would push him further than expected. While traveling through Liverpool, he came across a dark, neglected house that immediately drew his attention. After discovering it once served as a hostel house, curiosity took over, and he chose to step inside to uncover what still lingered there.
I were about to investigate this foreboding looking old house, which I literally clocked just passing by. Now I came yesterday and there were a load of kids knocking about here. An old hostel house. So yeah, there's clearly access. So we're gonna jib in, have a look, and see what we can find. I must admit though,
The house gave off an unsettling presence. Vines had swallowed much of the exterior, crawling across the bricks like something alive. As he slowly moved around the exterior, a single piece of graffiti caught his eye.
oh wow, look at that. Now that. I think looking at the outside, the innards depict exactly what I thought would be in it. My lord. That. Yeah, this is fucking hanging, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Now them kids that I saw yesterday.
As he crossed inside, the building revealed its true nature. A decaying entryway and an old, impressive staircase stood as reminders of a time long gone, now consumed by neglect and silence. He called out, hoping for any sound, but the house remained silent. There was a crushing weight in the air, a suffocating feeling that tightened its grip as he continued forward.
It is absolutely saturated. And to be honest, I can feel it spongy beneath my feet. This bit looks pretty decent, but just look at that down there, man. This is some really, really scary ass Silent Hill vibes in this gaff, I'm not joking. It's got that a little hostelry. You can see the hooks there. And your coat. Lovely words of wisdom. Yeah, so obviously they've ripped it out at some point.
Upstairs, the damage became impossible to ignore. Water-soaked floors bent under his weight, soft and unstable, though the physical risk felt minor compared to the dread in the air. With every step forward, the space felt tighter, as if the house itself was aware of him. After finishing the upper levels, he chose to leave the most unsettling area untouched until the end, the basement.
Instead of darkness, yeah, just that. There we go. See what lies in wait. Oh, that beautiful basement. Wow, look at the shadow there casted off the other torch. Creepy, man. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm a bit apprehensive in this bit. There we go, just an old cupboard. No fire extinguisher on. But yeah, coming back down these stairs, it seems darker. Really does. Eerily. Hello? Oh God. And there you go, guys, look. Spiders. Oh. Oh wow. There's multiple doors down there. Jesus.
The stairs downward led straight into darkness. Cold air surrounded him, and a wave of fear hit all at once. He admitted on camera that fear had fully taken over. Moments later, that fear would prove to be well-earned.
If that isn't creepy, I don't fucking know what is. I'm waiting for the subtle sound of Q Lazarus playing in the background. And the old Singer sewing machine ticking away. What?
At the lowest level of the building, where the air felt heavy and trapped, he came across an abandoned sewing machine. Its presence felt wrong, unnatural, as if it didn't belong there at all. Tension crept through him as he stood still, bracing himself for whatever might happen next.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, that really has just shit me up. I want to bail now. That was for someone there. Wow. Or something, bloody. Stay near me, yeah. Oh wow, looking down. That shit me up that big time, man. I've got the jitters. That could have been that door at the top of the stairs, shutting itself. Fuck me. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that genuinely has shit me right up, man.
Then it happened. A brutal crash thundered from somewhere overhead, ripping through the silence and flooding him with fear. Panic took control instantly. His first thought was escape. He tried to reason with himself, guessing it might have been a door upstairs slamming shut, but the impact felt intentional, heavy, and far too aggressive.
Fuck me, it's the front door.
While he rushed outside of the building, Another thunderous slam rang out. This one was clear, the front door. He made it outside, but a chilling thought followed him. That sound came from inside the building. He escaped without looking back, yet the question refused to fade. Who closed that door? Was someone inside the house the entire time? It could have been a warning meant to drive him away, or something far worse, an attempt to lock him in.